Leave your comments on the Ask Reddit sub, and I'll read your answers on the next episode of LWIAR. What's the worst birthday gift you ever got? A used DVD of The Notebook after I explicitly told the person that I had no intention of watching it. Bonus. It was my stepmom who gave it to me. From her and my dad's DVD collection that was in our living room and I could have grabbed at any time to watch. Is there a sub for low effort gifts? Low effort gifts. Birth of a sub. Gifts edit. Oops, sorry I misread your comment. Brew. Sure you did. I have been stung by a bee 3 times in my life. And all of them were on my birthday. I was 3, 14, and 25. Have you turned 36 yet? Is this some math joke I'm too dumb to understand? The stings were all exactly 11 years apart. Thank. Welch. No, oh my god, you're right. Please give us an update lol. Expect an update before Christmas 2022. Don't let the bees know where you are! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Too late. Grounded because I said that I didn't need to celebrate my birthday and that was too ungrateful of me. Freaking ridiculous. I hate people who don't let you choose things for yourself, especially when it comes to your own birthday or just decisions that you alone are allowed to make. If you're not asking for advice, then someone else shouldn't have a say. I grew up with my father saying that my birthday was less about me and really about my mom, because she gave birth to me, and for that reason, I was supposed to want to celebrate the way she wanted. I sure hope their own birthdays were more about your grandmothers instead of your parents. But I somehow doubt it. The parents will be like, you dare use my own spells against me, Potter. My ex-co-worker told me with pride that she decided her daughter's birthday was over at 8 o'clock in the evening, then beat her for asking for something. I think it money to play a claw machine. The poor girl was 10 years old. Did you call CPS? Edit because of the physical violence. People say this, but I called the police for my girlfriend whose mother was chasing her with a belt with murderous intent, screaming, I want you dead. And they came and laughed it off. More accurately, the first 2 told everyone to shut up and then the sergeant came, which came after a second call I made because the first ones didn't do crap, and then laughed it off. Since it was a teenage girl, they think it's an attitude problem. It seems to me more and more every day that all the analysis done by the US police force is based significantly off of prejudice. Maybe I just got crappy cops. Who knows? Anyways, they said it was unworthy of CPS and left. But at least now her parents knowing I know and will call the cops without bluffing might deter them from trying anything else. Rant over edit. Girlfriend. Not girlfriends lol. If you hit your kids, it is violence. Violence against your kids is abuse. Kids are unreasonable. That's the whole point. Because they don't know better. Corporal punishment is for the convening K of the parent, not the benefit of the child. Forgotten. It was either a blessing or a curse. Considering my mom forgot until 9 p.m. Left me a voicemail telling me happy birthday, and forgot to hang up. Hearing her tell my sister, there, I did it, was interesting. Edit. Holy crap guys. Woke up to a lot of love this morning. Thank you all less than 3. Had something similar happen with my friends. I was hanging out with them on a Sunday and they asked why I hadn't come to the barbecue they had on Friday. I told them they hadn't invited me and that it had also been my birthday. So not only did my best friends ignore me on my birthday and get together for a small party, they didn't try and make it up to me in any way. I showed out that I always got them a small gift or did something for them on their birthdays. And if I did forget a birthday, I would do something bigger to make up for it. Damn, I'm sorry mate. Edit. Thank you everyone for the upvotes and the award. Hope you're surrounded by better people now. I had a sort of Christmas like this. I got a really thoughtful personalized gift for my mom, and flew home from college to visit. She didn't have time to buy a gift but said she would write me a check. Kept putting it off until we're at the airport where I'm leaving to go back to school. Then she remembered, but conveniently had forgotten her checkbook at home. I wanted a guitar so my parents got me a flute. Then they mock me whenever I make a sound. Then they get angry for making them spend money on a music instrument and not bother to learn it. Mobbing 101 right there. My parents bought me a piano and paid for lessons. But then my mum would complain about the noise and criticize my playing every time I practiced. So I developed a ton of anxiety about playing and eventually gave it up. Joke's on them. Pianos cost thousands. I'm guessing he was home all day. Something tells me he probably got more use out of it. Nothing beats self-gifts from parents, lol. A pair of homemade custom pajamas. Only problem was that they weren't made yet. It was just the fabric and a promise to make them for me. I had to give the fabric back and I never got the pajamas. Holy cow, my parents do crap like this. It's so freaking weird. Their ultimate wackadoo move was to give my wife and I a few acres of their property. Nothing legal, just at our wedding they gave us a card that basically said, have some land. When the dust settled I asked what they thought we would do with it. They said build a home. I said okay, gonna need legal ownership for like building a house. They said sure, we will get right on that. Then they decide to sell out and retire and never mentioned our wedding gift again. If my mother had land, that sounds like something she would do. Something that requires no effort whatsoever. But it is something she believes is so selfless on her part before ultimately forgetting about it. As someone with the same kind of mom, I learned they don't forget. They ignore it and then gaslight you if you bring it up until you forget or give up. A very obviously used candle. Are you serious? A half-used candle. Get out of here. Dwight, you're blocking my table with your giant body. Because there's a huge line of people who want your spinster tchotchkes. Screw you, man. People like my stuff. People like Brian. Let me tell you about men like him. He comes over and you're like, hey, baby, let me light a candle. And you pull out this one, half-used. He's like, who else is she seeing? I better lock her down fast. Who was it from? Boss made me laugh for some reason and now I need some details on the shape, color, type, scent of candle. It was this deep red big butt flower shaped candle that looked she bought from the 99-cent store. There wasn't a smell, but glitter all over it. It was from my best friend in high school. She didn't even wrap it. She pulled it out of her backpack and was like, here. Happy birthday. School friend gifts are weird sometimes. In high school one of my friends got me this little red horse statue for my birthday. Probably cheap as heck. I had no interest in the physical object itself. But I was really happy that he'd remembered my birthday and bothered to get me something. It didn't matter that I didn't care about horses. The fact that he'd gone to the effort of trying to find something I'd like, even if he didn't hit the mark, meant a lot to me. I thanked him and was in a great mood. He then laughed at me for being so happy about it, and noted that he'd stolen it. But he stole it for you. I stole this weird thing for you, is pretty high praise from a teenager. When I was 8 years old I was growing sunflowers with my mom one summer. My aunt decided to get me some fertilizer for the flowers for my birthday day. On my birthday, I unwrapped my present and saw what looked like a tub of vanilla ice cream. But when I opened it, there was literal horse crap. Holy crap. In high school I got really into learning guitar. All I had at the time was a beat-up acoustic. My birthday came around, and a wrapped present, a fairly large box, appeared in my parents' living room. For some reason I became convinced it was an amp. My parents must have gotten me an electric guitar. They didn't. It was a blender. Nothing worse than figuring out exactly what you think you got only for you to be totally wrong. Applies for so many things. Gifts, test scores, color of your newborn, processor in your $1,000 plus phone. Holla. But why a blender? Were you really into mixed drinks or something? But why a blender? Were you really into mixed drinks or something? No. My guess is that they saw me drink a protein shake once. And then my mom saw the blender on sale at Costco. This comment made me more depressed than I expected. My grandparents have been gifting me and my brother the same set of 3 vice grips for almost 10 years. Collectively we have 60 vice grips. I don't know if they bought a pallet of them, or where they are coming from. Get a grip, grandma. I had a friend whose father was famous for doing Christmas shopping at the last minute. One year she complained that she went downstairs on Christmas morning and found, sticking out of her stocking, a spatula. Her birthday was a few days after telling that story, so myself and her friends all decided to get together and get her spatulas for her birthday as a gag gift. Well, when it was our birthdays she retaliated, which led to a counter-offensive, and soon a new tradition was formed. And guys, I have so many spatulas now. Everything from dollar store cheap plastic, to hand-carved spatulas, a golden spatula, and even a replica of the famous Malaysian fighting spatula. I've got seasonal spatulas, as in, today it's time to pack away the Christmas spatulas and bring out the heart-shaped Valentine's Day ones, followed by the bunny-shaped Easter ones. We've also been passing around this clip from the Weird Al Yankovic movie UHF. Spatula City. We sell spatulas, and that's all. Quote. One of those spatulas has to become a family heirloom now. I played high school football. American, because my narcissistic and abusive father wanted to live vicariously through me. He framed his old jersey and gave it to me as a birthday present. Like I was supposed to worship him or something. I own a frame shop. One of the cooler things I got to frame was matching frames for father and son's jerseys from their baseball years. They had attended the same high school, so I had a jersey from the 1970s and the early 2000s. Kind of a cool thing to see how the materials and logos have changed over the years side by side. In the right context, I'm sure it could be a lot of fun. A mutual appreciation of the sport and a healthy relationship. A father and son playing catch because they like playing catch together and no one has to worry about how much they disappoint anyone. Yeah, I never understood it crap. I'm thinking of putting my kids in martial arts classes so they can handle themselves. But if they do it for a while and never like it, I'm not gonna force them to keep doing it. An older acquaintance of mine had to play football to keep his parents happy. He absolutely hated everything about it. As soon as he got out of their house, he pretty much exploded into this hedonistic party animal. Basically everything his parents despised, and pretty much told them to frick off until he calmed down 4 years later. My biggest worry is that my kid likes something just because I'm into it. I want him to find his own way. As soon as he got out of their house, he pretty much exploded into this hedonistic party animal. You don't say. Yeah, it was freaking so out of character. Picture the quietest, sweetest kids, who happens to be really smart, like top 10 in the class, drunk off his butt 24/7 chasing women with a surprising amount of success. Yeah, his parents sent him to a college known for partying without realizing they'd never let him have any freedom. SSSOOOOOO. He went absolutely over the top. I honestly think it was all of the pent emotions mixed with his first actual taste of freedom. His parents were pissed. God bless him. I hope he's doing well, as I always felt bad for him. Parents are always so surprised when this crap happens, like they didn't shelter the hell out of their kid. My godfather sent me a birthday card each year which said he paid $100 to a bank account which I was supposed to get when 16. He then got into alcohol, used all the money and died. This was confusing until the last sentence, when it hit tragic. My grandparents were super low effort, low budget at every birthday. One year they got me a second-hand coloring book from a swap meet. It was almost completely colored in by what appeared to be a 3-year-old with a single green felt pen. Also, I was 18 and they thought it was a good gift because it was Disney related and I was going to college for animation and design. Also, I was 18, fricking hell. At that point, just don't get someone a gift. Just say happy birthday. Crappy birthday to you. Crappy birthday to you. Don't want to spend money so your gift seems like poo. A lint remover. I was 12. Amazing. A brown paper bag with dog crap in it. My brother was a dick. You should have microwaved it and shoved it under his bed. Okay, Satan. Thanks for watching LWIAR. The best of recent r/AskReddit submissions and comments. If you like this video, check out LWIAR too. And don't forget to like and subscribe.